There's going to be 2 dressing rooms. We'll have enough to talk about. Yes, the Australians might have won, but just about. And I reckon in a couple of days' time, there will be a few changes in plans, maybe even changes in personnel, and they will try and improve on things at the MCG in the second T20 International. This is where, of course, it all started for India. The first ever T20 International between the two sides was played at a packed MCG, well, pretty much packed, 70,000 on that day. Seatings have changed a little bit, but just changing topic a little bit. Shreyas Iyer has been among the course of conversation for a lot of people in terms of where he should be, where preparation should be. And India have done a few unorthodox things. One example being Sanjay Bangar being sent to Sydney to work with the test players. But where do you stand on Shreyas Iyer at the moment?
I think he's a good traveller at the moment. So because I don't understand that before a lot of middle order batsmen, Shreyas Iyer played T20 and 1 days, and suddenly he was out of thinking. So and now he comebacks again, and he don't have a place in the playing 11, and I don't think so. You can drop anybody out of these 6 or 7 batsmen to give Shreyas Iyer a chance.
He's not even second in line.
Yeah,
he's not the next in line.
So that's why he's a very good traveller, I can say.
That's the T20 international squad that India has. Shreyas Iyer is there in the mix. We saw Manish Pandey sitting there looking a little.
But I will prefer before Shreyas Iyer Manish Pandey, because he's a very good T20 player, and he scored ODI 100 in Australia, which we won. We chased more than 300 runs, 320 if I'm not wrong, on last over. So he is not getting chance in the playing 11.
Changes for MCG.
I think I'm not coming here. Somebody else will come.
So that's a change.
That's the one change. I don't think so. India will change anybody. I don't think so. And Australia, because they won the game, they will play with the same playing 11. So
I have actually 2 changes in mind. One for India, one for Australia. For India, if there's slightly less grass cover, you've got to find a way to get Yuzi Chahal in. Unfortunately, the way it is, and we discussed justice and balance and all of that earlier, you can't drop Krunal Pandya. The other option for Krunal Pandya could be Washington Sundar. That's a slightly left field selection, because at number 7 you want somebody who can bat a little bit. So either Krunal or Washington, but then Krunal has played only 1 game. Even though he went for runs, you will give him another opportunity. The beauty of a 3-match series, and you starting with a particular 11, you got to give anybody who you've given a chance ample chances to fail or succeed. So Krunal stays, but for Khalil, you can toy with the idea of getting Chahal in, because MCG is a big ground, and if there is some amount of assistance available for spinners, or rather less assistance for faster bowlers, you can toy with that idea. And the second bit for Australia would be Nathan Coulter-Nile for either Behrendorff or the Billy Stanley. Yeah, the Billy Stanley. So you got these 2. I'll get Nathan Coulter-Nile straight in. More experience, more control, and equally aggressive.
Fair enough. And otherwise, mentally, just one final comment from both of you. It's been a close game, just 4 runs. Let's forget team changes. Does India's approach need to change at all in Melbourne?
No, I don't think so. And I don't think so. The way they played beautifully. They were unlucky that their 2 best batsmen got out early. If they would have there, so the result would have been changed.
Bowling wise, I think they need to think slightly differently. Tactically, they would be better off. If Khalil is playing, you need to find a way to get a couple of his overs over and done with in the power play overs itself. Use the fragility of the Australian top order to your advantage. So get a few overs from him. Make sure that you've got a way to have at least 2 or 3 spells of Bhuvi and Bumrah. The way they were utilized in the first T20I, I thought they ended up being too predictable in nature.